DFS. So like this guy walks randomly and cannot catch here. Sucks. What IDE would you recommend for competitive programming? I don't recommend any IDE for competitive programming. That's my point. Okay, just let me focus on this part. Okay. I will answer you in a minute. So it's clear because I have such a huge lead with the score, or maybe the other guy is just catching up. So maybe I don't. Okay, let's experiment. TS 10 here. We'll see what happened. So I'm using the stuff that I used before. I will just randomly try to get as many trees as I can, in the hope that people will avoid me at the later stages. Not sure if that was a good choice. It's very hard to tell. Because it's quite probable that at some point there will be a smarter player that will simply overrun me. Yeah, and here I'm doing pretty bad, I'd say. Yeah, what Milchek says, there are very few reasons why you use IDE, why you should use IDE for competitive programming. Were you prodigy during school education, or just good, or maybe not so good? It's hard to tell. I am actually, I was in a quite mediocre high school. And I never attended any, I would say, I started, for example, I started doing competitive programming pretty much when I was 20 or, I believe 20 or 21. So I started doing it very late compared to some other people. I have a completely different background than most of the competitive programmers. I tried to go to the acting school. Obviously, my pronunciation is horrible, so that's not a good thing. Pretty much. I experimented with music. I did a lot of random stuff. I played poker. I did something similar to pro gaming, and for some strange reason, I just continued doing the competitive programming. So I just did random stuff. I definitely wasn't a prodigy, and I think I was above average, but not too much. Okay. Well, yeah, it's extremely hard to get to the acting school in Łódź city, which is the actors from it was, at least some time ago, it was considered the best acting school in Poland. There are very few people getting into that in each year, and there are so many people that try, and many of the famous actors tried for like 4 or 5 years in a row to get there, and they couldn't. So that I'm just explaining what the Milchek said. Or maybe elaborating. Okay, so going back to the first server. So as you see, my experiment looks quite okay. I'm getting 100 points per turn, which is pretty nice. And it's the first time I'm getting good scores on the first server. Oh, okay, I'm lying. Not the first time. I actually won one round already. So yeah, I'm definitely improving. And I'm doing kind of okay, but oh yeah, I will drop at least to the 5th place. Okay, let's implement the BFS stuff. I mean, maybe there will be more, it will be more frequent, so I will just get rid of that case. Okay, can I do anything to improve? TS is 10. I'm guessing I will just have to rely on my current lead. I won't get any more points per turn. Aren't first server backed? What do you mean? I think they are actually correct. So, and there are no more bugs in the problem. I'll check the general leaderboard for. Okay, so Charles University Legion actually catches up. They have only 46 points to the leaders. The part of the reason is that they are catching up with in the first and second problem, and also the reason is that they are losing points in the last problem. There is one squad sitting in the middle. You mean in the first server? Not sure. Yeah. The problem is with the chat delay, but everything looks absolutely fine. Like I'm. Okay, so the second guy is actually catching up to me. I'm losing new trees every minute, but okay, can I do anything to improve it here? Okay, let's stop the talking and I'll add the BFS stuff. I actually could do an A star here, but it's kind of pointless. Well, not kind of, it's just pointless. I mean, I'm still quite far from using all of the CPU. So okay, sorry for the pause. Okay, so I'll just implement this, and yeah, because not having it screws me over completely in such cases. Somehow it works quite fine, but is he still catching up? Yeah, and I'm beginning to lose a lot. So I'll just spread out a little bit more. I reduced the tree size, so it reduces the amount of guys I have been waiting on each of the cells. So the idea is, and okay, I can actually improve the ER factor. I have to change it something else later. Okay, The idea is that because the people that have a lot of squads with a lot of knights, they need to have lots of cottages, so they are losing people over time. So at some point, it's quite probable that they will just die, and the trees will be unoccupied, and I will be able to reclaim them. Okay, the guy is really catching up. I'm gaining 74, and he's gaining 100. I'm still able to reduce the tree size. Probably the better idea would be to just decrease it by 1 instead of going by half, because it has very similar effects. So yeah, I should be doing this more. Okay, let's get back to adding BFS. Okay. So it will be a simple breath first search. Visited max n. There is max n. Actually, I will use it to. Okay. Could you show the standing of the whole yeah, sure. No problem. First, Past Glory, then Charles University Legion, then Einfand. They passed through the Płatnerze w Płaszczach, which are standing on the first place. Then there's Ambitious Sirs, and the bigger gap to the sixth and other places. Okay. I'm still holding in both. Oh, I am actually catching up to the second place. So exciting. And I think I will lose eventually. Let's do. Okay. So you see, I removed it by 1 and I regained 8 trees now, 9 trees. So it really works, and it would be kind of hard to automate that because the decision to make it depends on the current state of the board. So okay, I got to the second place and I'm still holding out. Not by much, definitely not by much. So 33,000. Yeah, they will pass me, unless they will slow down a bit. Okay. Yeah, I will never write that BFS stuff. What previous? Okay. So. Yeah, unfortunately you are not allowed to post links. I think isn't syncing properly. Yeah, unfortunately I haven't made the sorry synchronization, so I can just upload the current version. Almost one more moment. Please. Okay. Okay, so I uploaded the current version of the Mind CPP. Do you have a passion unrelated to IT? Honestly, I don't have a passion for IT. That's pretty much all of my passions are related to entertainment. Or different kinds of entertainment. So, like I said some time ago, I'm a game designer. Right now, I'm actually designing escape rooms in Warsaw, where I live. So that's the main thing I'm doing right now, outside of, well, live streaming the contest. But yeah, generally playing games, doing games is my main passion in my life. I find it. If I find games as the media that allows for the most artistic expression, so that's why they are so important for me. Either you can create a great storytelling experience, you can create great competitive experience, you can teach people, teach other people some very various stuff just by creating games. You can help them. You can also give them addiction, but there are so many ways, so many things you can do with the games, and it's really awesome that it allows for so many things. So I started, yeah, I'm like you see, that's my ability to talk and code at the same time. I started programming only because I wanted to make games. I heard that I need to be able to program to make games, so that's why I started programming. I was also doing music, and it's another big passion, but I haven't done it recently. I was doing mostly heavy experimental electronic music. What else I did? Well, I experimented with the graphics stuff, 3D graphics, but I'm horrible graphic designer. I'm actually like bottom 5%, something like that. So let's not talk about this, and please let me finish the damn BFS. And I placed second as expected. And I'm here second. I'm losing to the guy. Hard to tell. He gains 7. Yeah, I'm definitely losing to him. Okay, can I do anything? Not really. Okay, anyway, second is still fine. Music like Merzbow. I don't know who Merzbow is, and unfortunately, Wikipedia, I definitely don't look like this guy. Like, if you need wait. Okay, so noise. No, I didn't do any noise, but I did some breakcore. So more, and I experimented with IDM. Mostly I did hardcore, industrial hardcore, and those kind of stuff. Well, I have my few favorite musicians from those genres, so I can recommend them if you are looking for something very strange, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to finish this, really. Okay. Okay, can I? Okay, okay, another situation where we have lots of Sorry, I'm just looking around. What's happening? Still gaining cottages. What's happening here? Okay, I'm still holding on the. Okay, so it's. I perform very random here. Okay. What I'm working on? First of all, there's a Dropbox link below. You can find it and read the problem statement that I'm solving, and probably it's the best way to get into what I'm doing. The problem statement is actually very short. It's less than 2 pages long, and you can skip like 1/3 of it. Yeah, so my screen is very bright because, well, white background, and they turned off all of the light here, and my face is really bright. Like, wow. Actually, it would be nice to change that, but only if I knew how to do that. C++ in Node. It's not Notepad, it's Notepad++. Yep, I'm using Visual Studio a lot, but you probably have no idea what I'm doing. Or okay. I wonder if there are any options in the camera. No. Okay, so there's no okay, that's fine. You are allowed to have your opinion, and you are allowed to find anyone who won more competitions than I did. Okay, I thought for a moment that you will say something serious, but you're talking about object. Wow, I'm speechless. You have no idea what people do in prototyping algorithms, right? That's incredible. Okay, so click on my topcoder profile and please tell me that everyone that is below me is a horrible coder. Sure. No, there's only one guy. But I'm not going to ban everyone. He's obviously trolling, but well, I'm still saying that you know nothing, since you obviously said so much stupid things. Hello, Frank. Really? Java? That's great. Yeah, I'm stopping. Don't worry. So sorry, people. I'm, as you may guess, I'm really tired and I'm very easy to distract. Okay, I'll just finish it. What? Okay, so I finally got to the second place somehow. With all of this talking. I wonder if I can do anything here. I'm running out of commands, which again reduce the number of exploring I'm doing. And I could just suicide. It's hard to tell. I'll move them after 100 more turns. Okay. No idea how I got first here. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, so it seems I have a stupid bug where nothing moves when I'm running out of commands, and that is very strange. It seems that I'm issuing commands, but no idea. Not low level logs. I am going to say something. Anyway. Okay, so much action on the chat. I stopped caring about the chat, and I suddenly like, what the hell is happening? Yeah, Flux is actually a good idea. I just don't want to install it right now. I'm using it at home. So I have several things to debug now. That's great. Yeah, I'm with you guys. Flux is great. I honestly don't want to change the colors of the because it will affect the colors of the game, and so yeah, I probably won't install Flux right now. Yeah, and that's another reason. If I'm going to install Flux, I will get rather sleepy. So I'm doing lots of unhealthy things to stay awake. Okay, like coding, not very healthy. Oh, okay. So the problem with the first server is that, like I said before, for some strange reason, and I don't actually understand why. Is that no moves is executed, so that's very strange. I have no idea what problem Tourist is working on. I have absolutely no idea. I think he may. I saw him watching the Vitalina stream in the corridor, but I have no idea. Okay, and again I'm just talking without doing anything. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay, just last result. Okay, and if I'm going to the okay, I'm moving every second turn, not good. If the you could light up, Cam isn't doing a good job with balancing their background. Maybe there is. Okay. 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 Probably didn't change anything. Yep. Or maybe there is a change. See you in the morning. Bye. Okay, I'm not going to. Okay. Okay, so let's change. Well, that's actually true. I don't know anyone else who who uses a different language than C++. There's very little reason to do so. Okay. Well, I was writing in assembler when I was 14. I wrote my first game in assembler, and I'm not going back to that. Okay. I honestly don't know if this is the problem with my AI. Why everything pauses near the end when the commands, when I'm running out of commands, or this is the problem with the server. It's very hard to tell, honestly. They had already several problems with the server, so I don't know. I just don't know. Here game. Okay, yeah, it's pointless anyway. Okay, yeah, the BFS, that it's actually not very useful right now. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I will win here, and I'm not gaining any points here, so I'll change the strategy. Yeah, on BFS stuff. Okay. I'll just rerun the second. Okay. Okay, sorry for the silence. I'm just contemplating why it doesn't work, and usually when I have to do this, it's usually because I made either some extremely stupid mistake, or it's if this. Okay, that's actually getting boring. Sorry. Okay, yeah, okay. Can he catch up? Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, without BFS, I cannot get any serious points in the first on the first server. Although. But being tired really gets into my way. Okay. I'll just take a short break. Okay, we're back in action. I'll in here. I'll. Oh crap! I just lost. So. Yep, and I should respawn soon. In the first one. Okay, and. Okay, I'll just wait to see what will happen here because I was in a tough spot there. And let's see where this comes further. Real programs use and butterflies. Okay, that's BFS. Unfortunately, well, you can see the task. It's in the Dropbox link below the stream. You can. It's by that underline eng. This is the name of the. Sorry. Oh, I'm really being tired. You could take a minute to adjust the face cam. What happened to the face cam? I mean. Oh, the colors. Yeah, right. Just. Milchek, do you know if I can change the. Yeah, probably I should do it within the cam settings. And no idea where. Okay, I have. Quick capture. Really? Preferences. Wait, what? General, auto launch. No, that's not what I tried to do. Microphone gallery. No, I actually cannot adjust the cam. I would have to move out the monitor, and I really need it for being close. I could try to move it. Give me a moment. How about now? It's hard for me to say. Yeah, so the Dropbox contains my kind of a current solution, the general rules for the contest, and also the problem statement that I'm working for. The problem statement is actually pretty short. It's below 2 pages. And yeah, I got distracted again. So without changes, and I cannot do much right now here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, that's totally pointless. Not sure why it shows. Yeah, okay, so the suiciding was the best option. Yeah, so I have this. Yeah, I have a Super Meat Boy shirt. And okay, so that's. Now I understand that you haven't seen anything. Yeah. I actually have the other PDFs, so I can do this. I will share the other. Unfortunately, I cannot show you any of the visualization. Maybe they will allow me to show them later near the end of the contest. I don't know. It would be good if I had any mobile camera. Okay, there should be tag description. Okay, okay. I'll add only the English versions. No, crap. Okay. Okay, my CPU works extremely slow. Am I losing any turns? Not yet. Did I... Wait, what? Okay, so I'm going... Okay. Firefox is pretty stupid. Let's do it this way. No. Okay. What the hell? Okay, that's... Where's the Dropbox? Okay. I have no idea where the Dropbox is installed right now. Well, I mean, where there's the dir that's synchronized. Okay. See users, Psyho Dropbox. And it actually should synchronize the that's strange. So honestly, I have no idea where Dropbox. Okay, that's... I feel stupid, kind of, right now. So I have to do this in the most stupid way ever. Okay. Finally added. Sorry for taking so long. For some strange reason, Firefox didn't want to upload them through the website. No idea why. It never happens. This never happens for me. Okay, the game here finished, and I'm performing really bad here. And sadly, I cannot do anything to change that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they should be up on the Dropbox. Okay. Good. Okay, so this one again should be finished, but let's restart it just in case. And I was trying to finish this. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing the BFS finally. It just took forever. I'm implementing it in a very strange way, so probably I did something stupid. I'm at this point. I'm okay. I'll have to restart it. What? That's not something that I was expecting to find. That's great. Okay, so I restarted it way too fast, and I would say that's the problem with their server. And okay, so in those kind of maps, the default strategy is very good, where I'm spreading around very fast to try to get as many important points as I can. And there's really no way of doing it better. I mean, the only way you could do better is to avoid very aggressive players. And it's very hard to identify aggressive players because you don't know. Well, the sight range is very small. It's 2 or 3 cells away. So you never have enough information to to come up with a decent decision that you can make. So it's just guessing game and hoping that you won't spawn near the aggressive player. Okay, something strange is happening here. This is a very small, brutal map with 30,000 knights at the start, so I still don't know what's the optimal strategy. Probably I should just try to avoid every players at the start, because it's impossible to rebuild all of your forces when you have so many knights at the start. So maybe just waiting 200 turns and then fight would be better. It's very hard to tell. Okay, so we are just waiting here, and again there's this strange problem that I don't know if I'm running out of moves. Squad size. Okay. Oops. Okay, another problem is that I'm just running out of processor. That sucks working on a pretty weak laptop that does streaming. Okay, another kappa. It's actually okay. I'll update the stuff. So those are two most important things that I have to work on. Okay. Come on. We should. Oh, still a few left. Oh wait, and here. Yeah, and like I expected, I just died, so that's why you see very random results on those maps. It's okay. That's some hype. I have no idea how does it happen. How did it happen? Considering I'm doing extremely bad. I need some alcohol. And I dropped to 7th on the... okay. I guess the main reason is that I indeed had some serious lag. That's the most important reason. Like I said before, the later rounds are worth more. And at the same time, I completely suck at the smaller one. Which is kind of strange, but then again, just look at the scores. Like, they are winning and then they are 17th, winning for first, 23rd. Okay, the game just started, so it doesn't matter that much. Okay, let's just suicide. Okay, I haven't seen the global ranking for quite a while. So they have only 30 points lead right now, not very much, and I'm fund actually catches up a bit. Płatnerze w Płaszczach are dropping. They were third like several hours ago. They are in fifth place. So we have pretty strong fifth place, top 5. And yeah, so GG. Okay, and I will be dropping quite low from this first server unless some miracle happen, which so far doesn't happen. And okay, I'm dropping. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Oh no, I conquered something. That's experiment a bit. But it's hard to come up with a decent strategy here. Pretty much everything I can do is just waiting, and the problem is that I'm really spread away, so yeah, but it would be very tedious to implement all of this stuff. Okay, am I still first? Probably not. Yeah, that's what I expected. Anyway, I'm surprisingly happy. I can be really happy about what's happening, so I was first for a while. Okay. Let's get back to work. Actually, this should work already, unless I wrote something very stupid, but it should work. Popping up. So this part is unusual for BFS. The reason why I'm doing this is that I want to create randomness in choosing direction. I don't want to go always north or always east. So that's why I'm enumerating different directions from a different starting direction. So it's a very simple trick that should do the job, and I guess is a stream, so inaccessible terrain, and this means it's already visit. Oh, okay, so now I have so let's use -1 as placeholder for not visited, and hopefully I didn't do any mistake here. Like, I shouldn't, but I am doing so badly that it's very hard for me to tell. Sorry. Okay, it should compile. Let's double it. Wait, what? Oh, max size, not max n. Okay. Let's double check. Okay, so I'm dead again, but the reason is that I'm trying to respawn. And yeah, so when you are dying, dying means losing all of your knights. You respawn after, I don't know exactly how many turns, but the idea is that you start with one squad that has the number of soldiers you have is equal to the 1/3 of the total number of the number of average soldiers for all of the players. So as you can see, I can. Okay, so the problem is when I'm spawning near a good player, I'm actually unable to get any decent points. Because he reclaims the trees very quickly. So I can just wait and he will. Ideally, I would like to respawn somewhere here because I assume there are worse players here. So that's really random. And here it just, I can only wait. Okay, since I'm pretty much dead here, I'll just check the BFS if it actually works. So instead of doing the stupid move to the closer, this part, oh yeah. So in theory, this should work. Squad X, Squad Y, target X and target Y. So in theory, this should work this way. And since I'm already dead in the... Okay, I never compiled. What line is it? Next one. Okay. Okay, let's check the global scores. Shouldn't, yeah, the stuff doesn't change that quickly, except I'm losing and losing, or gaining, or whatever. Still, I'm in top 3. Okay. How many turns? Okay, I have 300 turns left. Obviously, I'm respawning again. I just killed the server now, and I will see if the BFS stuff works. It should. Um, uh, so that's a good thing that when you are losing severely on one of the servers, like you can experiment with very strange tactics, and you have nothing to lose. Just a random thought: in strategy games, AI influence maps. Yeah, so I'm quite often using influence maps, but the problem is that the map is actually sparse. You don't have to run away from enemies, pretty much. And again, we talked with the Milchek earlier about it. So the idea about usually you don't want to attack a stronger enemy, but because when you are attacking stronger enemy, you just give yourself some probability that you will win eventually over time. So by allowing to attack stronger enemy, I actually make my AI more safe, because eventually, if, for example, let's look here, if he's going to move a very strong squad in the middle of the ground, I will use my knights to kill him eventually. If I wouldn't do that, if I would try actively avoid him, I would just have to move away, and one by one he would reclaim all of my cottages. So that's actually a very problematic, and that's very hard to tell what the best strategy is. In some maps it's easy to tell, but okay, what happened? Okay, either my BFS actually completely destroyed grid line. Okay. Yeah, so I have one squad that does nothing, so it seems that my BFS actually doesn't work. Okay. The only problem is that I don't know what the turn is, but it's very easy for me to revert to the earlier solution. Okay, that's the very stupid part. And I forgot that -1 is empty, so I was overriding the initial move. And that should work, unless guys, sorry for a question, but how to turn off when you move mouse to browser in task panel? Oh, you mean something like this? Probably, yeah, Polish version. No. Okay, I don't want to dig into this. Yeah, so sorry, I cannot help you. I remember that in Windows 7 it's one of the options right there. No idea how it works. I don't want to Google it right now. So okay, so I start the BFS and it never gets back. Also, I'm I might be losing. No, it's still the same game. I don't feel like I want to debug this right now. Yeah. Do I ever return from that? Okay, I'll just. Yeah, sorry, I'm going to do very stupid debugging right now, so it's something probably that should never happen normally. Sorry, guys. It's either because I want to go to the something that it's already taken. Well, it's inaccessible, which shouldn't happen ever. I mean, there's. Okay, so yeah, now we're waiting for. Okay, and what happens with the second server? Okay, I'm dropping or not dropping. I'm catching up a bit, I guess. It's hard to tell. I mean, if I'm going to end up in a situation where I'm surrounded by good players, I cannot do anything. I could only try to move out, but at the same time, by moving out, I'm risking losing a lot of points because yeah, so I'm risking a few places down. It's usually a very hard decision to make. Sometimes without any solution. Okay, it's 10 minutes to midnight, and I'll just stare into my BFS, wondering why it doesn't work at all. Well, I'm complete idiot again. So instead of visiting only unvisited, I try to visit only visited cells, which doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but at least it should be closer to working state. Oh, and now I have to remove all of the. Yeah, let's try. Actually, putting so much of the out stuff to the standard out through the IO stream takes a lot of time. So I have to kill it ASAP. Okay, so hopefully BFS works now. I hope it's done. It should be. And okay, so how big this army is? It's 550. Yeah, I know, but I would have to kill it otherwise, and I'm mixing printfs with scanfs, so the reason I'm not turning this off is because it's usually a little bit better, for me at least, to mix scanf and printfs with couts and cins. just because sometimes it's easier to type one way or the other way, and I never want to output so much stuff anyway because I don't see anything in. Okay. Kind of reclaim. Okay, let's check what's happening. Yeah, that's what I get for pretty much dying and not doing anything. Okay, still 7th, and oh, they regained the first place, and okay. It died. Okay, it's actually not sure what happened. Probably my BFS. We'll just again, not good. Definitely not good. This is a big problem that compiling takes so much time. This is actually the problem of okay. Yeah, it hangs up on the BFS as expected, kind of. So I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why. There are several probable reasons, and it's the easiest way to check this. Okay, so most probably I never get to the target place, which means that probably it's impossible. Well, surely. And I'm not really afraid of losing turns. I mean, obviously that's very bad. But well, maybe I'm not really afraid of losing turns because I'm just too much tired already. Anyway, still no sleeping, as I promised. Okay, got the first. Did it compile already? I feel like every new compile takes more time. Okay, not what I expected. Like, okay, again, okay, I found a mistake, and guess what? I'm not very, yeah, the problem is with the wrapping around, so that's pretty pathetic from my side, but that's why it would be actually a good way to use a standard function to move through the coordinate system, and I talked about it right at the start that I should actually consider it, but in the end but God, please. So yeah, I'm good that I noticed it. Yeah, I just noticed that. Thanks for telling me. Do you use version management system for a longer contest like mostly no. One of the reasons is that I have one. Well, I have a version control for free, just because my score is so bad. I have a free version control on the topcoder system. I mean, I'm submitting very often, so I actually know each of the submits, and I can just take one of those in case something really bad happens. It probably happened once or twice out of 90 MMs I ever competed in, so it's not a big deal. It's not something I actually have to think about. I'm gaining very little out of version control. I'm usually just commenting out the stuff from my code. I considered it several times, but there's just no advantage for me doing it. At the same time, maybe if I would be very much used to version control, I wouldn't have any downside for using it, but there are so many problems with it. I mean, so there's just no point for me in doing it. And if in any point I'm getting the lost of what I'm doing currently, this means that I made a mistake somewhere, and version control wouldn't help me anyway. So for me, the idea of version control is that it would actually minimize or reduce the amount of pain I have by doing something very stupid. And the whole idea is to not make the stupid things in the first place. So no, I'm not doing it, and I'm not planning on doing it. Okay. So I got third place here, and probably I'm out of luck to get to the top 2, although everything may change. I mean, finally I have some decent position, and finally I can use BFS, so maybe those stupid minions will move actually to the... What? Why did he move away? Okay, so let's... I mean, it looks like it works. It actually works. And of course, I'm running out of commands. I need a better fix for that. I really need a better fix for that. And I'll try to focus on what's happening. I mean, it's quite probable that I will run into the same thing where my... Yeah, so exactly this happens. If you see the line, the units should move, because it means that there were enough commands available for it. And it didn't for some strange reason. So you see, I never get the command that I ran out of. I never get information that I ran out of commands. I always get okay, and yes, this is the good server. I'm pretty sure. So honestly, I have no idea. Like you see, they want to see what's here because it's not scouted yet. Okay, I need to focus again. Like what? Why is... I don't get one thing where... So I'm confused which log file is used by... Okay, never mind. Anyway, this is it. I'm issuing commands. They just don't move for some reason. And I'm actually wondering about if that's a bug on their side. Okay, let's make an experiment. I will just get rid of exploration. What will happen then? Again, nothing. Okay, I'll just move to the high level network. And like, no freaking idea. Or maybe there is a limit on how many. No, there should not be a limit on how many people you can. Okay, again, I'm an idiot. So I absolutely forgot that there's a limit of 100 squats, and that's why I cannot move. I completely, there was one small sentence in the problem statement, and it explains a lot. I mean, really a lot. So the best thing I can do is to just, again, move away from the cottages. Well, we will see the result soon, what will happen, but that's the main problem. Also, I will add some. Okay, so I actually fixed those two problems. That finally I got something to work. Well, I haven't fixed it explicitly, but at least I understand what's the cause. And okay, so one of my goals now is to reinforce trees. Like, it's clear that in those kind of maps, it's a good idea to muted for 3 hours. Thank you. I'm trying to. I will add functionality that will reinforce the trees. And guys, please move. Please move. Okay, so about the progress. Okay, so you joined in but at some point I was first in the second server, and I'm not doing very well on the first one, but I have some time to catch up still, and I'm getting rid of very stupid bugs. So despite being pretty much brain dead, I am doing still some improvements, and now I have to quickly fix this. Probably, how about squat size? Oh, that was MS. Like setting very big squat size maybe will fix this. Yep. So the idea was that the units couldn't move because they were trying to split again, and what I forced here is that I forced them to move as one huge unit. So now they just hunt for points, pretty much. They are hunting for trees. And it's a good idea, but still I believe it would be much better for me to just reinforce. Like, I have only 100 people here, and it's going down because for some strange reason I'm sitting on the cottage. Okay. not anymore, but suddenly I have 8 trees and I had 2 trees for the whole game, and as you can see, I jumped, look how many places I jumped, like from the 15 or maybe 20 to the 4th one. So that's how much that stupid bug costed me. It's great that finally I found the, so 6th place and 5th place should be soon. And something bad happened here. Okay, still 150 turns. Okay, add an ability to reinforce trees. I can do this manually because usually there are very few situations where I want to use that. Okay. Yeah, if only I pretty much gathered so many points just in the last 100 turns. Okay. It's hard to say what I could do here. I mean, I'm just next to some very aggressive player, and I'm unable to tell. Like, I cannot easily tell what's the better way to handle this. I mean, it's quite probable that I could move away to the right and perform better, but I cannot tell that for sure, so it sucks. Okay, so how many hours? It's 14 hours into the contest, and yeah, it's and it's actually 10 minutes past midnight. Okay, so new server should start soon, or it already started. New place and time. Okay, so it restarted. That's great, and it actually started in a proper way. And finally I have BFS, so you can see that they are not getting stuck. That's very reassuring because finally I can see that it works as intended. So we started with the huge number of, okay, so now that's kind of strange part. Like, I don't know why this guy doesn't move, but actually I'm fine with that because I'm not using my knights. It would be better, like I commented so many times about it, it would be better just to wait so everyone else will fight each other. And actually I'm very happy about this situation because I'm maintaining my big number of knights while I'm able to gather some points. Okay, so the thing I'll try to do is that I'll give a bonus points for, although that's a bit risky. So I can give bonus points for avoiding enemies. Like it was somewhere here, not sure where. Okay, I don't know why they doesn't split. That's okay. Yeah, I know why they didn't split. It actually makes sense. So I'm gaining 9 points just based on 3 different trees. I mean 2 different trees. I'm gaining 8 points. So this one, yeah, it changes a lot. And so it's actually a pretty strange strategy that I'm just holding. I moved huge squad over the starting trees, and I'm able to hold third position quite just by being close to it. Okay, so if quick change what's happening here. Okay, maybe I'll be able to get so much stuff is happening here. Okay, with a little bit of luck, I will get third. Yeah, I will get third, so maybe I'll get second. The guy is passing me over. Okay, I'll just wait there. Okay, so reinforced trees, or leave it. So that's one thing. Another one, avoid specific areas. I could use it here because one player is clearly defending and attacking him is completely pointless. I'm not sure if someone is like for example, no one defends here, like no one. So it would be much better to attack here. Yeah, like so here's the big stronghold, and at the same time I'm wasting my squads over here. It's very hard to do automatically, and yeah, so I'll just, that's kind of strange situation. Anything can happen here. And okay, I'm moving out with everyone since this is the end, so I'm just leaving all of the cottages. And okay, what's the current score? I'm moving up, that's great. I'm not moving down. Okay, I moved down. So I was 5th at some point. Not bad. I mean, I'm somehow going up. Okay. Oh, I actually moved to the 2nd somehow. Probably because of this guy. Yeah, so back to the implementation. So actually, during the last contest of such contest, I spent similar amount of time looking at the visualizer. The whole point was that I was searching for some very simple ideas that I knew they will give me a lot of edge, and they will be quite simple to implement. I'm kind of using my edge in playing manually. I played so in Deadline24, the contest that is very similar to. I'll actually link it in the chat. I think it's PL. Yeah, it's. That's a great contest that is very similar to Marathon24, and it's happening during the April, and Marathon24 was inspired by Deadline24. Have similar quality of the problems and organization and stuff. Well, in some points, Marathon24 is much better, but there are also some points where Deadline is a little bit better.
Okay, so what I was trying to say is that during Deadline 24, I actually played over 3 different servers, and I did so much manual control that in some places I had to essentially have an APM of like 200. Like I was doing a lot of stuff. Like all of the experience from the StarCraft was working for me, and I was not very good. It's a StarCraft player, just to be clear. And especially since I'm on Twitch, I should say that I absolutely was crushed by everyone, because someone will wake up and tell me that I sucked at everything. So you are bringing the good point, but it's a little bit more complicated. I mean, if the things are going really bad, most probably you have no longer an army that you can move around. So that's the. It's fine if you have big army, because you are able to do something. You have some decisions to make, but at some point there are no longer any decisions to be made. And your choice is between getting small amount of points and suiciding. Okay. Okay, so it gets really random. Sometimes I get a lot of points, then another guy like moved to the lead with a very strong lead. But yeah, so hoping for weaker neighbors, yes, but the main problem is that you increase the randomness, and it may be good. It's very hard to estimate if it's going to be good or not. It's just one of the choices. So the reason why I'm not implementing this or not even considering it is that I cannot tell if it's going to improve my score or not, and at the same time it would take me really quite a while to implement it. So instead, I'm just adding some stuff, simple stuff like BFS that took me actually a lot of time to implement, while it shouldn't. But yeah, I just figured out that I cannot tell if it's good enough, so I'm not doing that. It may be a good tactic. I cannot rule that out, but it's just very hard to tell. Okay, I will do the thing that I did before. I started talking. So, wow, I actually forgot what I was trying to do. Okay, so. Okay, so I ended up in third. Here I'm having kind of strong second position. Actually, it's a little bit better now. Okay, I'll add this for. I'm trying to implement it for like several hours. That's actually pretty bad. Okay, I'll do something very simple for the squad sizes. I'll just split everything into some fixed sizes, like type is ESS. Let's say the type is 0, below. If it's below 200, it's 1. I could use the intensity of the color, but it with such small cells it wouldn't be really visible. And okay, I'm still holding up on second place. Actually, I'm doing pretty fine. And yeah, well, I shouldn't look at the scores so often. It's kind of pointless. By the way, I don't know if you remember, but at how much the points varied over the whole round. Like there were only 13 rounds on the second server. There are very few of them. So at some point I have 5 points lead over the second place, and it was because I was the first one in that round. Then later I fell to the third one, and finally Past Glory is suddenly 4 points behind me, so that it changes a lot even based on a single round. And I should slowly climb up here, at least without those wonderful results. Okay, I don't have to go out yet, and this should start any second now, and I still not sure. Yeah, it didn't start out yet. I don't want to fix that. That's waste of time. I would kill to have a better chair. Where's my mouse cursor? Okay, so I lost a bit of stuff. The guy in the lead lost a lot. Like let's see who's leading actually. So yeah, as we could expect, Płatnerze w Płaszczach are leading. They actually have a absolutely huge lead in the first server, which is very impressive. And in the overall ranking, Past Glory is only 20 points. They have only 20 points lead, which, as you probably know, is almost nothing. I mean, you can lose 20 points of lead within 10 or 15 minutes, so people are getting closer and closer to each other. Like several hours in, they had almost 400 points. And people are the differences between the first and second places are getting smaller and smaller. So that's the main reason. Except this one. This one is huge. Okay. Some more news. And none of them affect me. Okay. I got really. Okay, the guy is catching up. Okay, let's do a full-blown assault, and I'm afraid... No, we just wait forever for the next round. It would be nice if they would give any message how much time is left for the next round. At least we would know if... Okay, yeah, apparently 0 now. Total nights very small number. It seems that I can change the squad size. The default squad size is 100 multiplied by the square root of the total cottages. I mean the floor of the square root. So it's still 100 for the total when total cottages are free, but it's 200 when it's for well, then it goes proportionate to the square root. Oops, the guy is catching up, and wow, 2 people were catching up. Yeah, okay, so I fell from second to the 4th one. That sucks, and I cannot do anything about it. Or maybe I could, but I didn't. Yep, way too late for doing that. And all of them had so much knights. Okay, so not good. And okay, I'll okay, so unfortunately I'm probably at the 7, not 5. Okay, I have to implement it. ESS. Okay. So essentially I will just have different stages and not sure how it's going to work. Okay. Let's see. This should create a bigger circle. And I messed up. Yeah, I'm really tired. Okay. Yeah, now would be a good time to have someone over here to talk to. Like, any change would be nice. Okay, I'm doing well, hard to say. I haven't discovered any other cluster of cottages, so yeah, that part. Okay, so there was one very close to me. That sucks. And yeah. Although there are only 50 turns past. Okay, let's see what's happening here. What is happening here? Did it compile? Yeah, it compiled. So I'll kill this.